Hello everyone, and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. In the last session, big revelations as we fought Louis, got turned into some kind of human monster, and fled to the ancient Elden Sanctum where we learned all of the things. And it turns out that we had the prince's soul in us the whole time, and we were like a magical creation of the prince. We were kind of like the prince's first OC that he created to go out in his stead, essentially. And we have merged, and we are now sporting this new look, new hair, and everything. And yeah, we are continuing on from there. Let's have a chat with everyone. Hey, Russell? How could this be? His Highness resurrected? 'Tis a most joyous turn of events, of course, but I dare say my heart needs a reprieve from all these sharp twists of fate. To think he'd been alive and well, residing in a body composed from magla particles. He furthered his goals by storing his mind within another vessel. 'Tis reminiscent of His Majesty's royal magic. Indeed. I wonder if the king had any idea about that. No, he wouldn't have, because he didn't even know his son was alive still. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go further in and get the full story from Lady Gruide. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. What in the heavens? The dead prince is alive? Old man Russell must be dumbfounded. If the rest of the resistance still lived, I wonder how they might have taken the news.
Oh, now this I can't believe.
There was a really bright light, and now there's a dead person who came back to life? All the royalty from the outside world like you? The outside world sounds ridiculous. It can be pretty ridiculous. True. You got new things to say? Oh, finally awake, huh? I mean, come on, sleeping's great and all, but there's so much more fun stuff you can do while you're awake. You can collect pretty flower petals, go splash in the water. Super fun, right?
Come off it.
Well, I'll be. Am I correct in presuming you're the prince now? I hadn't heard of any elder boy joining the Resistance's ranks and going out on missions, so seeing you took me by surprise. To think you're the prince's other half. Ah, fate is a fickle one. How could this be? It is truly a miracle. Lady Gruide mentioned she caught wind of some manner of revelation. Could this be the late queen's? Yeah, that's what my guess was. It was the late queen that we're hearing.
Now what am I to do?
Quite a state in our village. Quite a state our village is in right now, so if there's anything you need, now's the time.
Hello?
Stocking rarities from outside the village is my job. Isolation or not, we're far from self-sufficient without the outside world. We do have some understanding of the goings-on out there. Old Russell listens very intently to whatever I report. Anything to sell? Nothing simple to sell. 400 HP to one ally. Okay, we need to stock back up on these. You know what? Let's just get like 9 because we have so much cash now. So let's take that up to 10. We've got 10 of those. Lovely. Right, weapons. Oh shit, are these like really, really good? Oh, these are really, really good. I see. It's only plus 12 though. 94,000 for something that's only plus 12. The only issue is the fact that it's ice affinity. Okay, that's only plus 5. That's definitely not worth. Plus 17. Oh, I love our silver hair on the screen now. That's cool. This one's actually worse. That's surprising. Okay, I don't think. Okay, that's actually really good. That's quite a step up for her. Increases fire attack strength is good, obviously her current effect, but 69 extra 69 extra damage is pretty good. 42 extra damage, also pretty good. 75 extra damage, also pretty good. Okay, these last ones might be worth getting. Do I want to spend 300,000? Do I want to spend 300,000? I should probably just come back on an idle stay, huh? Magic plus 7. Oof. Yeah, I mean this all costs so much money. But then again, this isn't a town, so I can't just come back, like, just teleport back, probably. It would probably take a day to travel here, wouldn't it? Huh. I don't know. I don't know whether I should or not. It's just so much money, man. And I know I have so much money, but like if this is the cost that things are going to be getting to in the late stages of the game, then there's going to be more stuff that is this expensive that I'm going to want to get that I then won't have the money for. Okay, well this is just a huge upgrade for you, so I'm going to get that for you.
Ah, I get it.
Okay, I guess 17 isn't worth it, 5 isn't worth it, 12 isn't worth it. So I guess we'll get these 3 at the bottom.
What do you think?
There we go. Hey, 420 in it. Okay, that'll do. That's a whole lot of money spent. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's you!
Beyond here lies the altar of secret history, the sanctuary which houses the true story of our people and world. Lady Gruaday awaits you inside. And also, please kindly refrain from making any loud noises, lest you startle the fairies. This is it. These are the answers of Elda and humans in the past. Let's find out. Also, do not forget that Zorba is still around, and we are probably going to have to fight him soon.
Huh?
Oh, it's you, Gallica. Yeah, long time no see. I'm so happy you're safe. A long time? Has it really been so long? Oh, I suppose you're right.
Wow.
Wow, guess you didn't miss me much. It's been several months, you know. Several months? Oh my, Gallica's keeping track of time now, is she?
What?
Huh? What do you mean? A day, a month, a year? That's people talk. What does time matter to a fairy? You're almost like them. But I guess that's kind of cool. That's a lot of people have been saying that she's becoming more like a human. Does that matter? Oh. Huh. A wise-looking youth and a beautiful woman face each other in a familiar forest. Could this depict the sanctum? Is that the king when he was younger and the queen of the Elder? Upon closer examination, the woman is an Elder. Yeah, the art appears to be a blessing of the union between the two figures. Yeah. I wonder when this scene is supposed to have taken place. The artwork is entitled Union. I mean, I think we know exactly when it was spoke. Well, not the specific date, but we know what it is. The mural depicts a historical scene from a seemingly more recent era than others. A Clamar general leads an army. The soldiers are equipped with modern weaponry, including gauntlet runners and igniters. The artwork is entitled The Second World. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. A city lies in ruins in the background, a testament to the repercussions of war. In the foreground, resilient survivors take up an agrarian lifestyle. The artwork is entitled Dawn. Should I just go to the... Like, is she going to take me through all these, is the question? I don't know if she's just going to take me through all these when I go to speak to her, but... The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. Together, the 3 artworks form one large scene. 8 youths stand facing away from each other in a ring formation. At the center of the circle lies a corpse holding a flower, the royal flower. Each figure is from a different tribe. Perhaps the corpse belongs to an elder. All 8 have their backs to the body. The artwork is entitled Triptych, Birth of the Tribes. Okay, that one's going to need some explaining. That one's going to need some explaining. A mural depicts a scene from ancient history. An elegant capital city crumbles in flames. Large-scale magic is cast and dragons are let loose in the chaos. The War of the Dragons. Was there anyone to talk to around here? Any fairies that can natter? You can. I've never felt more at peace than here. I've flitted around a lot, but this village, and especially this place, it's just so relaxing. Don't you agree?
Oh, it's you!
Right? There's just this aura that draws us fairies in. I wonder if people folk like you feel the same thing.
And yet...
This village sure does have a lot of fairies. More than I've seen in any other place I've been, actually. Yeah, we don't tend to stick around in one place for very long. But I guess this place is the exception. Isn't it just like a fairy to find somewhere we like and stay there for as long as we want? mural depicts a scene from ancient history. A spellbinding city is depicted, filled with towering, futuristic architecture that's far beyond anything in the three nations' capitals. The artwork is entitled The Era of Light. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. The image appears to show some academics studying a store of hidden power contained within a person's body. The artwork is entitled The Invention of Magic. This is back in, like, slightly after our modern day, it sounds like then, when they discover magic for the first time. There we go, I knew I saw another one. Oh wow, it's Gallica. I don't know why, but I'm so happy right now. Come on, Gallica, let's play. Wow, she knows what I do. What should we do? What should we play?
About that.
I'm sorry, but I can't play right now. Another time, okay? What do you mean can't? Are you really Gallica? Whatever though, when you can play, I'll be around. Alright, let's do it.
Does this depict the Elda tribe?
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the old ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words.
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed? Why? How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world, and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division.
It's kind of like in the Bible, where everyone was speaking the same language. I can't remember the exact details, but it was like in the distant past or whatever in the Bible. It says everyone was speaking the same language, and then I can't remember the reasons, but like God, like there was something they did something God didn't like, and he like cursed them to all be speaking different languages, and so they couldn't understand each other and stuff anymore. And it's kind of like that, I guess, with this big event happening, and then everyone split off into different tribes. So now, like, then they're less accepting of each other anymore, and they're not thinking the same way anymore and stuff. Sort of, maybe. I don't know if this is. It might be an allegory towards that or something, or maybe it's not related at all. But it's just something that popped into my head when they were like, there was this big disaster, and suddenly we're all split apart into different forms. So it just reminded me of the Tower of Babel thingy from the Bible.
And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes? We, the Elda, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince, that is to say, I am a scion of both the old world and the new.
It beggars belief.
Tis nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans?
By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed. But its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elda denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
We're getting our own awakening round 2?
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides,
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out as though that's the natural order. Oh shit, what is this? Is this the question mark, question mark, question mark? Oh my god, that looks cool. What the fuck? My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the prince.
let's do it.
If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come.
Let's fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you.
Gallica rank 8?
No matter what.
Gallica rank 8?
Where's this coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye?
Okay,
Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you. Even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I've realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you because I want to be.
I'm counting on you.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Cool. Cool.
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis, he may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
Everything? Tell me about Luis.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts, they're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius.
Well, that's
A
the name of his
family
run-up.
Doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to know?
What is this forbidden spell?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as
So how do we stop that from happening again? Because if we go to fight him, he could just do that
in
again.
every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows, Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests, with the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's Elda, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Louis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and
Okay, so that's what we need to do then.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge, even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
Go, go, go. But first, before we go, the truth of melancholization. Magla particles are produced by feelings of anxiety, and when fear or apprehension become excessively strong, unconscious feelings of hostility and the desire to eliminate the source of those feelings are transmitted into magla, triggering an unintentional outburst of magic which can go rampant. Melancholization is when creatures and surrounding objects undergo an irregular transformation due to this magical outburst. Although it is thought that severe melancholization that alters even the physical appearance of a subject could not occur outside wartime in present-day peace, there are actually increasing cases of melancholization outside of people-occupied lands. It is unclear what is causing these unusual occurrences, as though the kingdom has been plagued with years-long anxiety. Igniters assist with the most difficult part of using magic, the process of accurately imagining the phenomenon one wishes to bring about. An igniter substitutes imagination with a formula in its circuits, making magic easier. This technology was created in the old world, where people who had already discovered magic used igniters to amplify their power. Igniters and the technology that created them were lost in the aftermath of the War of Destruction, and became forbidden as a result. But as people began to seek magic again over time, igniters were rediscovered and used in quite the opposite way they had originally been intended. Those in power disseminated them with the falsehood that they were a requirement for the use of magic, in an effort to prevent magic from becoming the destructive force it once was. Their collar-like form is a symbol of this. The truth of relics. Originally highly advanced magic igniters, they were created with old world technology before the War of Destruction, rediscovered and passed down until the present. Each has various differing functions, though a majority were created as dangerous weapons of war. Their capabilities and perils have hardly begun to be rediscovered, and many are treated in accordance with local superstition. The truth of magic. A technique that uses magla particles to intervene in the laws of physics and cause phenomena that would not occur in a natural state. Since magla is linked to one's mind, magic can, in theory, be used to control nature by the power of will alone, with enough training. Magic was discovered before the War of Destruction, and became the driving force behind the breakthroughs of civilization, ushering in a golden age. However, magic is also the embodiment of the weakness, vileness, and deep-seated fear of the mind, ultimately becoming the weaponized downfall of humanity in history's most notorious war. The truth of magla. Unique particles discovered towards the end of the Old World. One of the smallest components that make up creation, there is a strong correlation to cognition and the psyche. Its properties were studied, and a technique was discovered that used the workings of the mind to interfere with the physical world, leading to the creation of magic. However, it is theorized that many practiced it empirically long before it was classified as science. The term mag comes from the word magla, and in the old world, mag was simply its unit of measurement. However, laymen do not grasp its true meaning, as the characters used to write it have changed, to say nothing of the existence of the old world being repressed knowledge. Luis's dark arts, a horrific magic Luis used against will. presumed to function by forcibly circulating overwhelming magla through a person's body, artificially causing extreme melancholization and turning the person into a monster. Self-evidently impossible without deep knowledge of buried truths such as magla's nature and the origin of humans, it provides a glimpse into Louis's true origin and the world he envisions, among other things. The Old World. A world from over 1,000 years ago, completely unlike the present. Honestly, if it was only, like, near 1,000, I would be surprised. I thought it was, like, you know, 10,000, 100,000, like, long ago. But 1,000 is still, like, fairly recent in the grand scheme of things. Completely unlike the present. The sole civilized inhabitants were called mankind, a people linked to the present-day Elda tribe who wielded magic on a level far beyond any known in the present. The nation fell during the War of Destruction, an apocalyptic worldwide conflict. Very few traces of this world remain, such as the city ruins that slumbered deep beneath the Dragon Temple, as well as the artifacts known as divine relics scattered throughout the land. War of Destruction. A world war from thousands of years ago waged by the original tribe of mankind, which begat the destruction of the old world. However, this also marked the birth of many weapons, presumably known as divine relics, and dragons, made possible by their incredible advances in magic technology far beyond any of the present day. The truth of the Elder tribe. Descendants of humans who lived in the old world and progenitors of the 8 tribes that came to populate the modern world following the rampage of civilization and devastation during the War of Destruction. After the War of Destruction, most of humanity fractured into the tribes of the modern world. However, unknown to the majority of people, the descendants of some nobles who escaped the flames of war retained their mostly featureless forms over generations. They also retained much knowledge and magic from the old world thought lost, because they know the destruction it led to, many actively avoid the post-war world and choose to live hidden and secluded. The truth of humans. The giant outburst of magic heralding the War of Destruction's end melancholized much of the old world humankind to become what the world knows as humans today. Some vestiges of their humanity are evidenced in the various body parts that resemble modern people. Human biology is irregular. Some are capable of reproduction, and others are capable of living hundreds of years. The particulars are beyond modern understanding. Cool. So, all told, I was somewhat close in my guesses. I did guess that the Elder being featureless were because they are what used to be humans, but I did not guess that everyone else also used to be humans. I did guess that the Elder are being turned into what is currently called humans, the monsters, but again, I didn't guess that everyone else can also be turned into those things. So I'm like, I was like close in some ways, but then off the mark in the others with my guesses. Milady Gruide. That intruder came here to claim the prince's life. As it stands, his mission remains unfulfilled. In other words, the assassin hasn't fled. You should assume he lies in wait, biding his time for another opportunity to come at you. Bum, 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 bum. By their very nature, fairies are magical beings who can recalibrate the density of their magla particles at will. Should the need arise, they can make themselves practically invisible to those with a lesser sensitivity to magla. This is why Gallica goes largely unnoticed. It is also why fairies make excellent messengers. I dare say the Sanctum is the sole place you'll find this many fairies flitting around without concern for being hidden. Needless to say, this bond is a testament to the long-standing intertwining of elder traditions and magic.
I beg your pardon.
That sword once belonged to the prince, did it not? Though I suppose now that makes you its rightful owner. One glance and I can tell. You still use it even now. Not only for combat, but for sword surfing as well. That sword was a gift from Her Highness our Queen, and your mother. She was quite skilled with it. Free-spirited as she was, she'd fly about the forest, much to the ire of Lady Gruide. Any doubts concerning your lineage are disproved by this blade and how you use it. You are indeed Her Highness's flesh and blood. Damn.
What now?
Hey, look at us. Look at our hair. Love that. There it is. Top of the forehead. The Prince. The motherfucking Prince. Makes synthesis skills easier to activate. Leads allies, making the most of their strengths with unique skills. What has it got? Cooperative chase. Support attacks from comrades happen more easily and enemies are stunned more easily in overworld combat. Okay. Heroic slash. 25 MP. Heavy physical slash to one enemy. Damage boosted against humans. Heroes Proving. Increases the caster's attack, defense, hit, and evasion by 3 ranks. For 3 turns, okay, so that is going to cost a lot. That must cost a lot of MP, because that is every stat up by the maximum amount for 3 turns. That's crazy. Radiance, heavy light magic to all. Morale boost, recover HP and MP each time a support attack lands in overworld combat. So you don't actually have to kill them. It's recovering just every time. Oh, a support attack though, so not your own attack. Okay. So maybe that's not so good actually. Oh my god. Hero's Cry adds 4 turn icons, can only be used once per battle. Okay, but fucking, like, Basilio's thing also says can only be used once per battle, but it can be used as much as you like, so is this actually only once per battle, or not? Resist all. Oh my god. Resist all affinity damage other than Almighty. Now that is insane. Currently it has no weaknesses and resists light and dark, but when you get it to 18, it resists everything. And Royal Slash, extreme physical almighty to one enemy, damage boosted against human type monsters. Man. And Synthesis, Royal Sword, severe physical almighty to one enemy, increases damage against humans. Oh my god. Armageddon's Final Sire. It costs all 4 turn icons, it costs 99 MP, and it deals damage cap to all enemies. What the fuck? Required item Chronicle of the End. What the fuck is that? Wait, and first ally Royal Archetype, second ally Royal Archetype, third ally Royal Archetype. What the fuck does that mean? Huh? Windblade. Deals extreme physical wind to all enemies. Blackguard's Hammer. Or Blackguard's Hammer. Deals severe physical dark to one enemy and one-time weakness to dark. Fire Art. Extreme magic fire. May inflict burn. Sable Dance. Inflicts all enemies with a one-time weakness to dark. Hadean Ice Crag. Extreme magic ice to all enemies. And Wild Boar. Extreme physical pierce to one. What the fuck? I'm curious about these royal archetypes. Very cool. Very, very cool. I mean, the resist all is insane. And Hero's Cry is incredible. Stat-wise, it gives you +6 of everything. And then, is it +6 of everything? And then, in addition, we got that thing that boosts it. Was it more that gave us? It also boosts it by further +3, or is the further +3 included in the +6? So is it actually +6, or is it actually +9? I guess is the question. Interesting stuff. I guess let's channel that bitch. Our damage actually goes significantly down if we channel that bitch. We need a better sword. I guess I won't channel it quite yet, because we're about to go into battle, and I've already got... Oh wait, is that another fairy to talk to? We're about to go into battle with Zorba, I assume, and I've already got my general set up the way I want it. Oh, no, okay. It looked like it was saying that I hadn't talked to them. So... I won't spend time fucking around sorting out inherited skills and all that right now, and changing what I'm doing. Seeing as I already have that sorted, we'll go into battle with Zorba, as is.
Too much to take.
The assassin came running out of that door. Who could have assumed that he was still hiding within the sanctum?
Oh, now this
That spell that went off was massive. I'm sure even the intruder wanted to know what was going on. Seeing as they came to kill the prince, they're probably after you. People from the outside world are mad.
What in the
I thought the assassin fled. What was he doing back here? Don't tell me you were followed.
All right.
Where do they want me to go? They want me to go that way. Okay. That figure who just darted by. Is he not the one who came to murder the prince? Ah, so the knave was hiding. He ran towards the stairs. That assassin who fled. His flow of magla bore little resemblance to a normal person's. It was unsettling. Please be careful. I guess I should buy a new sword for the prince archetype, though.
Behold.
So if I put this on and then chat to this guy.
Hello.
Yeah, this is plus 65. So I assume that's probably something we should get. The Comet Sword.
Yeah.
Here we go. For when we actually do use it. But for now...
The battlefield is mine to conduct.
It's still worse, surprisingly. Going to the Prince is still a pretty big damage downgrade from what we've got, but I guess it is a legendary that we've got. Stroll doesn't want it, does he? No. Wait, Hulkenberg's master?
No.
Did I just see that right? Oh, right. Hulkenberg's on Paladin rank master. Right, because we were going into battle against Louis. Yeah. Okay, so let's change you back to... Oh, Magic Knight is a master as well. Oh, yeah, I'm doing mage. Oh, you've almost got mage. Okay, well, in that case, let's just top mage off. And get you started on wizard. Okay, that did not do. God damn it. Well, that was a waste of 200 because... Never mind. Whatever.
A new means of protection.
There we go. So now we go to here and we go to Hulkenberg and we channel the wizard because she needs to get to rank 10 on wizard.
I see. Fascinating.
Doop-de-doo.
And count.
Of course.
Lovely.
I see.
Amazing. I can feel even stronger magic resonating through me. I shall forge our path with the speed of light and the magic that swells within me.
I've acquired a new power.
There we go. Lovely. Wait, did that say... No. Cool. Okay, so... She won't be in our party for the Zorba battle. That's fine. Are those who we want for the Zorba battle? Yeah. Cool, okay.
Awful.
What? Now what is it? Accursed scoundrels, have you not stirred things up enough? What, me? Bruh, I'm just out here doing my thing. Are you leaving on the Are you leaving to the outside? I don't like how the outside feels anymore, so be careful, okay? After all, you just woke up from the longest nap ever. I'll see you later. I keep thinking I hadn't spoken to him. No. Hello. Russell, is everyone safe? We are. We've had no casualties. Apart from all the ones that we just had, like, fucking recently. However, we were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him.
No.
There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the resistance, any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. I believe the intruder sensed the power of the prince's awakening and came to investigate Intruder Window. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please. Bom, bom, bom.
Watch out!
We'll chase after the intruder, Russell. Everyone, please be careful. Of course. And with the prince only just having woken, that accursed assassin went racing out of the cave. I can't fathom why, but he looked most bemused. 'Twas rather unsettling. Well, yeah, because he just saw me fucking resurrect.
Ready?
We need to hurry after the attacker. Are you ready? Let's go.